back in the late 90s, this is the first time that it manifested for me while under the influence of shrooms in the Caribbean. And I didn't know what to make of it back then. But I could tell, even back then, that it was of some import. It's only now that I can truly say that I can verbalize it and make it conscious, because, of course, the whole process is to make the unconscious conscious. That's the Jungian approach that I've always taken, and it's been very helpful for me in that regards. But what I can make from it, of it, right now, is that, at this point, is that this is the original language given to us by the fallen angels. And by that I mean there's different layers of the language, and the most revered of it is the spoken one, and that is also manifested, but it's very rare, and I don't think I'll ever publish myself speaking the language, because from what I understand, it's the first tongue that was ever spoken, and it's very, very ancient. And but it also has a hand gesture variant of it. And so what I feel happened is that after the diluvium and all the rest of it, these original teachings got broken up and became more stylized and whatnot. So you did have different aspects of it and different bits and pieces and different traditions, but it's not complete. So I feel that that is one of the things that I was sent here to do, is to reinstitute, so to speak, the original teachings as they were originally given. And again, the teachings were not evil. What was evil was the timing. And so we're kind of like at that injunction right now, that fork in the road, so to speak, where we determine whether the species is going to survive or not. So it's a good time to reintroduce the basics, so to speak. And so, again, this is not something that can manifest just like that. It has to manifest from within, and the body has to be connected to the energies of the earth and the sky, so to speak, the universe, in order to be able to manifest this appropriately, because otherwise it comes out funny. So that's the best way I can explain it. And what is the purpose of the language? It is to manipulate reality. It is to manipulate oneself, one's intent, and to focus it in a way that helps to channel the flow, in a way that helps to bring about the desired outcome, so to speak. And also just to manifest, because I mean, what is the point of language of any kind? It's creativity, right? That's the idea. Creativity. To bring out the novel, the new, the different. And so the creative aspect of it is really important as well. But enough talking about it. I'm going to get into it a little bit. I'm going to get into a little bit of altered state and share that, and then maybe chat a bit more about it and be done with it. But yeah, just to give you an outline of what this is, right? And this isn't something that I first published this nearly a decade ago, very quietly, as a kind of dharma or a time capsule. Anyway, I'll share that in the link below, but let me share the actual language with you, right? as I've spoken of before, there's 3 degrees, and that's found over and over again, whether it's in Masonry or in the tradition I was initiated into. And I would like to rephrase the 3 degrees in terms of energy access. Just like in the Kardashev scale, the type of civilization is based on energy access. That is how I'm going to rephrase it. In the 1st degree of vampirism, there's feeding off of animal energy, right? Whether in the form of blood, semen, whatever it is, sex and death. That's the 1st degree. The 2nd degree is based on energy, whether it's deriving energy from others, from the planet, from the star, the sun, and the moon. And the 3rd degree, I argue, is that which is derived from the void itself. So, in order to be able to be the most advanced degree, right, of sorcery, and therefore vampirism as well, because they're one and the same as far as I'm concerned, you have to be able to access energy from the source, in other words, from Mother Void. So this is how you're able to express this language, both verbal as well as hand gestures, in a fluent manner, if you can access that clean form of energy. The 0 point energy, which is Mother Void herself. That's the source of immortality. That's the source of the cosmos. That's the source of us, of the dragons. It's the source of everything. So, 3 degrees. And the higher up you go, the more fluently you can speak the language. As you can see, that's about as fluent as anything that I've ever seen. I don't know. I know there's masters out there, way hidden up in the caves in the Himalayas and Tibetan Plateau, and they have a thing or two to say, right? But it was my injunction to be send this out into the world. And that's specifically from a being that I encountered during the largest festival on the planet nobody knows about, Kumbh Mela. At least not many outsiders knew about it back then. It's 50 million pilgrims. That's exactly what was told. I need to go back out there and share it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. But it's taken about a decade for me to be able to, I don't know, find the right format and circumstances and all that. And yeah, this seems to be the right time, the time of the Great Reset. Till next time. We'll do a dragon dance next time.